Hey everybody, I'm Raven Maureen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be discussing everything that I sewed in February. And with February being the shortest month, I actually made 7 items. And so at the top of the year, I told you all that I wanted to do 52 makes this year. And I ended January with 48 makes. And with 7 makes in February, that leaves me with 41 makes left to do for the year. So I'm in a really great spot. I'm so proud of myself. I will let you in on a little bit of a cheat code, which I just kind of discovered with sewing this month, was that I did a lot of projects that I've done in the past. And so a little bit of that muscle memory helped me get through them a little quicker. Not even gonna lie to you. And I also had a little bit of adrenaline this month. Like there were some dresses like the Atlas wrap dress, which I'll get into in a little bit, that I sewed in one day, which I don't recommend it for any project that isn't, I just don't recommend it. So anyway, I'm gonna get into some of these looks, and I'm gonna start with my most popular one this month. So this blouse, which I made for, to celebrate Valentine's Day, was quite arguably my most popular on Instagram. I think a couple of people started following me when they saw me in this blouse, which is always nice to be recognized and, to get new followers in your community and whatnot. But this is the Wilder blouse that I pretty much hacked into and gave it like exaggerated bishop sleeves. And I did French seams because this is a mesh fabric. And I've done this look in the past, actually as a whole dress with pink lace. And so again, that muscle memory. I did add a tag here, and I used some bias tape to close that off and make it look even prettier. And then I also added some bias tape on the elastic part so that it wouldn't look so unkept, I guess you could say. So this next one that I did was really like an in-between. I never really shared it on my timeline. I was just like really just in this space where I was like stuck in a project, and I was like, you know what, let me do something quick and dirty that I know how to do. And I was like, I'm gonna make a t-shirt. And so I made this t-shirt again in one night. I will get you the simplicity pattern down below because I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it was featured for Sew Your View this month. If you follow the Sew Your View account on Instagram by Monica. And then I added a little bumblebee emblem that I had left over from another project. And basically I made like little cuff sleeves, which I thought was a good idea, and then when I did it, it was not a good idea. So anyway, this will probably be like a bedtime shirt, or maybe something that I'll find myself sewing or working out in somewhere down the line. This next piece is quite hanger ugly because it just doesn't look that cute when you hold it up like this. But I will post the pictures of what this is. This is Vogue pattern 1923. And what I did was I actually made a sew along for that pattern. So there's a lot of great information, and I also modified the pattern. It's actually a bodysuit. I'm just not into like the whole like snaps, going to the bathroom situation. Is complicated, right? So I actually just did like a curved hem bottom for the shirt and just made it into like a shirt. I actually think this would be really nice down the line as like a really pretty dress. We'll see if I'll revisit the pattern once again. But the fabric is from Hobby Lobby, and it's a rib knit. And they don't just have it for Valentine's Day. I think they have it year round. So if you want to do something with this fabric year round, you can definitely pick this up at Hobby Lobby. The next dress I made was the Sicily slip dress. And I used this fabric from Joann Fabrics. It's the Abstract Faces. And I actually did a sewing vlog for this this month. You can find it on my channel. And I did one modification, which was, actually I did 2 modifications. I did tie straps. And there was some drama with the tie straps. It's all in the video. And then I actually didn't do French seams. I did regular seam finishes, and then I also cut the bottom of the dress to make it a little bit shorter to just fit my frame. So that was actually 3 modifications, if you're counting. Next dress was actually the third thing that I did to celebrate Valentine's Day, which I know is silly because it's just one day, but I was in the spirit, you know? So I made this twist tie wrap dress. It's so gorgeous, just so sexy. Like, my confidence ping through the roof when I wore it. And this dress actually wasn't supposed to be white. It was supposed to be red. And when I looked at my red fabric, there was like a weird stain on it even after I pre-washed it, and I didn't like that. So I actually changed into this white fabric, which is actually from my stash, and it is a ponte knit. It's not the best ponte knit, but I wore like nude undergarments underneath, and it worked out perfectly fine to take pictures, and I definitely want to wear this again sometime soon. The last dress that I made for the month of February is the Atlas wrap dress, and I also have a pattern review for that on my page. And so I love this dress. The only thing I wish I did was a full bust adjustment. And okay, so I'm gonna talk about this actually a little bit more, because after I shot my pattern review, like after I filmed it, I realized something else about this pattern. So these front panels are straight down. They do not cross over. So like, this is not cut necessarily on the bias. It's folded in, but it's not cut on the bias. It is cut straight down. So yes, if you have a small bust area, of course this is gonna cross over because you have a small bust area. But if you have a large bust area, it's gonna sit exactly how it sat on me, which was like straight up and down. So that's one final note that I wish I had added in my pattern review, but I came to that conclusion a little too late. So anyway, I still love this dress. I do want to remake it again sometime soon with that full coverage. That way I feel a little bit more confident wearing it. Then the last thing I made this month, which has a whole sewing vlog dedicated to it, which is honestly just like my labor of love. This is like I feel like deja vu. This is like the cape situation again. It's like a grand finale, which I promise you, that's not something I'm trying to do every single month. It just happened in January and February. But we gotta talk about my jogging suit, y'all. I love it. I love it. That's it. If you hate it, too bad. But I love this, and I'm like, how can I say this? You guys, I am really proud of myself with this, because this whole color block thing, I winged it. I was like, I think this is where it goes. I think this is where it should go. I, trued up my pattern pieces and everything, and like literally the idea that I had in my head went from 2D to 3D, and then all of a sudden I'm wearing it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this was my vision. And so, it's not every day, even though we sew a lot, it's not every day that like your true vision for something comes to life the way you see it in your mind's eye. And the fact that like for like most of this, it just like, it was just there. And so I'm really proud of it. I don't care if anyone hates it. I don't care if everybody hates it. I'm extremely proud of that jogger set. And again, you will have to pry it from my cold, dead fingers. But anyway, so that's all I have for my February makes. I can't wait to share with you everything that I have planned for the month of March, which is coming up in the next video. I will see you all next time. Have a good night. Bye.